Hey, we're here at Comic-Con in New York, and we're with
Rorschach.
Rorschach. So is this your favorite character? Tell us a
Uh,
little bit more about
It's
Rorschach.
Yes, it's my favorite character from Watchmen.
Okay.
And Watchmen is kind of the reason I got back into comics. You know, I kind of stopped reading them after I kind of grew up a little bit. So I made this actually for Halloween, but I figured I'd wear it today.
And what did you make it out of? Is this a stocking?
Yes, it is.
Did you steal that from your wife?
No, I actually bought this just to make this. So, yeah.
Well, it looks great.
Why, thank you.
This is your CB Mania Anime Minute.
Daisuke, it's time to get up. A man should not show signs of pain in front of the enemy.
If I'm lucky, the rain will rust your mouth shut.
You are the famous one.
Machines don't have the right to remain silent. If you interfere with our investigation, I will not hesitate to terminate your existence.
Now being released by Funimation. And this has been your CB Mania Anime Minute.
I'm here with Rob Reger from Emily the Strange. He is the founder of the whole idea of Emily.
This is true.
What can you tell us about Emily? Who she is, what she's all about, merchandise that you have coming out?
All right. Yeah, Emily is here to kind of represent the do-it-yourself, be yourself, think for yourself movement. She has a posse of 4 cats, Miles, Nietzsche, Sabbath, and Mystery. And she does have an array of apparel and accessories available that you can enjoy her ideology with.
Tell us, where did the idea for Emily come about? Is this someone you grew up with, a girlfriend, a sister?
No, actually, my friend Nathan Carrico designed a skateboard for Santa Cruz Skateboards, and I started doing t-shirts from the skateboard design, and the world just kind of slowly grew over time.
And do you personally have any other projects coming up?
I do. I have an art show in San Francisco with a lot of my personal artwork, which is basically strange beasts and characters that rotate upside down, and you get to look at them in a number of different ways. Kind of all born from the concept of Emily's imagination in a way.
Any thoughts to make Emily into, an actual cartoon character, comic book?
Absolutely. We've teamed up with producer Mike Richardson, who's also the owner of Dark Horse Comics, and he does Dark Horse Films and Dark Horse Entertainment, and he's putting together a deal right now for us to take her to a live-action movie.
Rob, do you have any tips for people trying to break into the industry?
I would say stick to your guns, do what you want, be persistent, practice a lot, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. You always get better with time, and stick with it. I've been doing this for 15 years, and it didn't come easy.
And where did some of your inspiration come from? What are some of your favorite comic books?
Early on, my inspiration really came from like rock and roll album covers, and the artists who did graphic design, like logos and stuff for heavy metal and punk rock bands and stuff like that. Currently, some of my favorite comic books include The Umbrella Academy, BPRD. A lot of the Dark Horse list is really good for me.
Thank you so much.
All right, you CB Mania nuts. Look what we got here. We've got Jamie McGonigal, who is got quite the impressive voiceover career. So we're gonna get him to divulge some secrets. Tell me a little bit about some of your favorite projects.
Some of my favorite ones. One of the early ones I did was called Magic Users Club, and I played Takeo on that. Vice-Kreutz, I play Omi. Just finished up playing Teddington Twinger Snaps on Viva Pinata. And I'm currently working on... There's a few things I can't tell you about yet. They're big.
Ooh, those are the ones I want to know.
You know, I wish I could, but I'll totally get in trouble. Yeah, but one of them is I play several things in a movie about a very, very small, handheld, very popular Japanese game. That's all I'm going to say. It's an electronic little tiny game that's really fun that I used to play when I was a kid. And anyway, I'm not saying anything else. But no, I also work on Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, the new season.
Very cool. Oh, that's awesome. Tell me, what's your maybe like top 3 favorite anime films?
Anime films. Well, Last Unicorn is up there. I love Spirited Away. And films.
Is it better to discuss like shows?
Well, it's tough. I mean, I didn't really watch much other than the titles that I've done, that I performed in. Even those, I haven't watched all of them. It takes over. And when I first started this, I'm like, how can you not have watched something that you were in? And now I'm like, oh, I have that I just have never seen. I've never taken the time to really watch it. But I've just recently, I have an ex that got me into Full Metal Alchemist that I watched from beginning to end, and I loved it. It was just so amazingly acted, and it's a beautiful show. The storyline's fantastic and engaging. But yeah, I mean, other shows that I've watched that I'm not in, it's tough. It's tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
No sweat.
Yeah, I pass.
Do you have a website at all that we can check out what's going on with you?
I do. I have jamiemcg.com, but it hasn't been updated in like a year and a half. I love the guy who does it. He's a really sweet guy, but it says like it says in July I'm going to be headed to Africa for 2 months, which I did with the UN in 2007.
What were you doing out there?
I worked with their Hero campaign. I was one of the senior ambassadors. They have like 25 or 30 American high school and college students go over to work with AIDS-affected communities, like very, very rural, like out in the bush. So I was there for 3 weeks on a scouting mission with them just to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing and everything. And then we brought all the kids over for the whole month of July of 2007. They continued it, and they did it again this year. I wasn't part of it this year. One was enough. But it's just so much time to give up to be in a really, really rural area. Whereas we were staying in a police barracks in Namibia, and that was even an hour and a half drive to the schools that we were working in. Like a drive through the sand in trucks that are going like this. Namibia
is in like Angelina Jolie's Baby's country?
That's the one.
Wow. Now, did you go there because it was trendy, or you went there because that's where you just happened to go?
This was before her baby. Namibia was, it was, and I mean, there was nothing trendy about where we were.
So they were ahead of the curve. Well, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. You're the bomb. CB Mania. Later. I love it.